Well, ending an incredible week on a red day, which is always a bummer. Took 2 trades on my stream this morning. If you didn't know, you can watch the streams live on my main channel, Trades by Matt. Took 2 trades. Both were about 12 or 13 point stops on both trades. Big red day. But I mean, solid green week. It's just part of trading. And if you can't accept that, then trading's not for you probably. So it is what it is. We're going to recap the trades right now. Please sit back, enjoy the recap. Yo, good morning. Welcome. We had NFP come out. In case it's not obvious, we have a 200 point ripper here. I believe it was NFP. I said that, I was like, oh, wait a second. Yeah, it was NFP. Hopefully you had a good day yesterday. Maybe you watched the podcast. Hopefully you liked it. It's kind of like my first one in a very long time that I've been on. I've only ever been on one other podcast, and it was a video podcast. That was my first ever in person. It was enjoyable. I liked it. I would like to do more. It's fun for me to talk about trading. In case you didn't know, it's not like I talk about it all day, every day anyways, but it was a good, it was good. Okay. Today we had NFP this morning, 3.9%, expected 3.8. We have PMI at 8:45. We have ISM at 9 o'clock, and then it kind of mellows out. So 8:45 and 9 o'clock, especially after NFP, a nice big move to the upside, 200 point NFP candle. Well, we're gonna be patient a little bit and let everything kind of figure out what it wants to do. So many times you see this get run back. I'm not saying it's gonna happen today. You just see it a lot. And I'm gonna let it do its thing for a little bit, especially into 8:45. See what happens. Yesterday, got to submit my 5th payout. The 4th payout also hit my bank account yesterday morning. I didn't check before the stream, but it was there. When I was filming my video, I was like, I should look and see if that's there. So that was fun. I got my bank deposit from the 4th payout the same day as I was requesting my 5th. Vegas, gonna have the RSVP up for Vegas next week at some point. So that's when the official tickets will go on sale. And then it's limited to 50. If you've already bought plane tickets, you will get in. It was a fire podcast, great interview. Glad y'all liked it. Daniel Inskeep commented. I looked over at I was watching. I looked over at the video, and Daniel Inskeep had commented, "Wow, I can't believe Matt has legs." Have you ever blown your PAs? Yeah. I'm on PA 22 right now, I believe. 22 through 41, I think, is the 20 that I'm on right now. I talked about that in my 4th payout video. So if you want to go watch the one that has $120,000 on it, I talked about my total cost of funding so far, how much I've put in on my life cycle of Apex, and how much I pulled out. Evaluations, PAs, all of that stuff. Now you guys set the shoe game up. Can't have a 10K plus watch on with a pair of Jordans. The shoe game for me is definitely not on point. I should have worn some loafers or something in hindsight, but I wanted to be comfortable for traveling, you know? Oh my goodness. I can't wait to get a new Go XLR sound system situation when I move houses. I forget what I was saying. Oh, all I was trying to do was click the bell. I do need new shoes is all I was trying to say in that. I should have worn like something nicer, but now I'm going to be all self-conscious for Vegas. I need to get some new shoes for Vegas. Can't be wearing those same Jordan 1s, I guess. Nice little bottoming candle. All right, ready for the dad joke, everybody? But first, before I get into the dad joke, obligatory, make sure you press the thumbs up button down below. Let's get to 420. Let's lift off the stream to 420 thumbs up. I was really trying to find some sort of play on words there, and it just wasn't happening. But click the thumbs up button. Free stream. That's what I ask of you. All right, here we go. May 3rd, Friday. What has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck. I like that one, to be honest. I think it's pretty clever. That's like a solid dad joke to me. That's just like a classic. You don't have to think too much about it. It just kind of hits. That's like on the same level as the janitor closet. How does a garbage truck fly? Uh-oh. Someone put the meme in. The joke going over the guy's head. Do you use hotkeys? I do use hotkeys. I do. I've actually thought about doing like a video or a Twitter thread around hotkeys. I've really grown to love them, and I think they're pretty important. I still like use my mouse to like click in orders. Obviously, I'll see that. Like if I'm putting a limit order in, for instance, at like VWAP, like I use my mouse. But I think if you want to be fast with market orders and getting out of stuff, hotkeys is very, very convenient. So I have 3 hotkeys set up. I have a buy, I have a sell, and I have a flatten and cancel all. And the flatten and cancel all is a beautiful hotkey. I actually have 2 other hotkeys. You see my crosshairs pop up all the time? I have crosshair on and off hotkeys as well, which I use all the time. Like all the time. Whenever I'm explaining something on my chart, you see the crosshairs pop up. That's because I'm hotkeying it in. Which is, for me, Control C, Control X. Control C is the crosshair on. Control X is crosshair off. Control S is sell. Control B is buy. Control F is flatten. And that's just because I think that my brain forgets about some things sometimes, and so I just try and have it be like kind of like the first thing that makes sense. Got a stream deck? Yeah, I use a stream deck for streaming. Like this button. Oh, I just clicked something. New hotkey discovered. I think I clicked page down on accident. One moment. Hotkeys suck. I don't know why anybody would ever use hotkeys. I mean, how many days back do we think? Okay, there we go. We're back. All right. Someone was asking about my plan. We had NFP. I think NFP screws everything over, to be honest. Massive pump. You don't really know if you're going to retrace it or not. For things that I look at, someone was asking about like, what are your thoughts on the market? We're above yesterday's value area high. We're pushing the overnight highs right now. Those are very bullish things to me. 18K is a psych level. We'll see what happens there. But staying above VWAP and the overnight highs and yesterday's value area high, all really good things. If we come back below VWAP, I think we run yesterday's value area high. Overnight lows, I think, first. And then if we stop the overnight lows, overnight highs. And if we run, oh my God. If we run the overnight lows, we're going to go to yesterday's value area high. If we run yesterday's value area high, then I'm watching 480. But 480, that's a 600 point move. Very, very doubtful that happens. So it's really just watching the overnight lows, value area high, VWAP, and then looking for pushes. There's PMI. But on days like this, I personally am not trying to figure out this whole like macro move. I'm just trying to get along on the ride. Today, I think fundamentals win. Fundamentals really only played a microsecond of a play, if you really think about it. NFP dropped or whatever, market's pumped. If you actually were able to get in on any of that pump without getting absolutely hosed, good on you. But from this point on, who cares about fundamentals? Just trade the chart. We could have great fundamentals and close up 1% on the day, right? And have a nice solid green day on the charts while still flushing to like 100 points from here, 150 points from here, and you would get wrecked. We do have volume up here at 18K, not shocking. And here's PMI, or ISM, excuse me, 50 point ripper, heyo. And that is why I was waiting till 9 o'clock. Nice. Nice smack, baby. 50 up, 60 down. Love it. $50 up, 80 down. Let's go. What's your net worth? Not enough. Funny question. Did I actually trade the PMI? No, I did not trade the PMI. I'm not crazy. I enjoy the accounts that I have right now. I'm not trying to just give them away. I'm funny. I'm 50 days in. I don't need to piss it all off in 30 seconds. See, and this is what we were talking about just a second ago when someone was in here saying fundamentals are the way today. Great example. You could be fundamentally strong and have longed up here because fundamentals were great and then or whatever, and now you're absolutely hosed. And we are right at where we opened. Nothing has changed in the market yet. We have had, over 100 points of movement in like 2 minutes. And this one candle is enough to absolutely blow accounts. And the only thing that's happened is that we just returned right back to the open. And when you start thinking about things that way, in that perspective, you start to realize, all right, like, you know what? I am a small fish in a big pond, in a big ocean, and I should, I don't need to like try and guess everything appropriately. I should just like sit out and wait for things to settle down sometimes. Love the breadcrumb analogy on the podcast with Riz. That one's been like an actual like marker in my life. The person that introduced me to crypto, the same conversation when he started telling me about crypto in early 2016, I guess. Mid 2016. He was telling me about crypto and we were talking about it and I had never heard of it and was like having my mind kind of blown. And he was like, yeah, like, it's crazy, man. Like you start to play around in like lots of different things like crypto, stocks, whatever, and you're just looking for little breadcrumbs. It's like I can get, if someone's cutting the bread around me and I can get some little breadcrumbs around it, if I do that enough times, I get filled up. And that was a light bulb moment for me. Truly a light bulb moment for lots of different reasons in my life. Obviously with trading, I've used that analogy a million times with trading, right? I don't need the whole pie. I just need a little sliver. I don't need the whole piece of bread. I just need some crumbs. You take enough crumbs, you get filled up over time. But even outside of trading, it is such a good like analogy of like, man, I was working full time at the time. A lot of people in here are working full time and you're on the clock watching TVM. So shame on you, but also good job. But like same principle of like, why should I be satisfied with my one source of income with my W-2 job and the breadcrumbs that I get there when there's like other breadcrumbs that are technically just like an arm sweep away, you know, and I can grab them while still having this other piece of bread and I can grab those other stuff. And it was just like this mind shift for me of like, I have a lot of time in my day. I can hustle pretty hard. I can do my normal job and I can be excellent at it, and I can do other things as well and try and be excellent at that and grow into that process. That conversation, I remember where I was sitting. I remember the restaurant. I remember what I was eating. I obviously remember the guy. I haven't really, I've talked to him twice since that conversation, which is crazy. He was a mutual connection. I had just moved to San Antonio. He was like a mutual friend of a friend that I just decided to get a beer with because I was trying to meet people in San Antonio. I've seen him like once or twice since that point in my life. And that conversation was a true trajectory turning moment in my life. And he probably doesn't even know that. I don't even know if I have his number anymore. And it's crazy when you think about that. Like just some, like he had some phrase and he told me about crypto and he had some phrase and he was probably just chatting away. I mean, we're drinking and stuff. And that moment literally has reshaped my entire life. It's wild. So like another little push looks great here with the candle we just had. We just swept the lows, closed back above VWAP short term, and there's the little push. So like it looks good there. It's really hard for me to want to get into that trade. Yeah, it's not there yet for me. We're getting, I mean, it's just the moves are a little big. I just need it to slow down a little bit still. I mean, top to bottom, this is a 40-point move in 2 minutes. It's good. It's good price action. It's just for me right now. I don't think the price action is clean enough. Minus this little guy right here. It's not clean enough yet for pretty big moves. I want it to be a little cleaner. And now we're back up to point of control. I mean, a hell of a ripper. 50 points. 60 points, actually. Or just about 60. 55. So there's 60 points. Jeez. Kicking up. Nice candle. See, and then it's really hard. I mean, you got to mark it in there immediately if you want that. It's a nice push, but it's like an instant market in, which is challenging. 41. I'm going to try a quick little stab long here off of the prior open. Delta was holding up, is holding up. Want us to get it a little bit more though. 5-minute candles looking a little ugly. Regular prior lows, I'll have to be out. Holding it so far. Delta looks pretty decent. We'll see if it gives us the kick up. Dude, I hate the scaling. When you have massive candles, it's the worst. I doubt I get this fill. It looks like it could pop pretty hard if it does pop. So I want to have it up there just in case. I got my finger on the trigger, obviously, ready to get out. Breaking the prior lows is a no-go for me. Blue line algo currently working off. One minute left on this candle. It's looking like we're probably going to go sweep the lows. Getting a little bit of sellers. I'm out. I'm not interested in the sweep of the lows. Oh, shit. I did it the wrong way. Flatten all. Yes. I had the wrong chart selected. That puts me at a little over 10 points per account. 12 points. $4,769 down so far. One 12-point loser. I'm not interested in a sweep of the lows. Delta was looking fine on that whole push until it wasn't. So it's just worth a shot. Didn't play. On to the next. Sad? No, not sad. Something that I would take again. Seen it play before. Just didn't play this time. Might see it play right now. I mean, shit. Delta still looks pretty decent. We got a lot of wicks down here and a lot of this that needs to probably get filled out at some point, but who knows. I'm fine with a 12-point trade though. I mean, a little retest of point of control could be like, if we're giga bullish, like buying 46 could work. It's just, I don't know if that's the case. Hard to say. Like, I feel like I could realistically snap along this and be fine, but it's not the best setup. Slow grind, yeah, it kind of feels that way right now, but I don't know if this crap holds, man. Does 900 really hold this strong? Maybe absolutely it does, but who knows? I feel like the rotation up into the overnight highs is very likely though. Okay, this is interesting. Now the question is, do we pop this or slap it? Value area high, untested wick, middle of the range. A lot of stuff going on here. Like a low-key, I like it, but got some buyers here. Overnight highs though, untested wick, value area high for a full red to green rotation. Nice like 80-point move off the lows again. Someone's flashing up here. All right. I really want that. Don't know if that's going to happen. This is what I would like to see, though. Rotation right back above the 50s or so, close to it. Still got some buyers here. Got some juice into the 80s as well. Buyer's still trying to push. We're getting like weird sweepy action. You can see it. But maybe just true slow grind. There's the 80s. That's the prior open. We can go break the prior low now, middle of the range. That'll be a good sweep to the downside. It's trying. Not doing it yet, though. I want to see it hold prior open, though. I don't really want to see us get above right around here. Doji on the 5. Breaking prior highs, I'll be out. Someone's still flashing big up here somewhere. This is a 90. It's like that 80 block that keeps flying around. All right, I'm out. It's not working for me. I'm gonna be down like 10 grand, I think. 10,800. Gave back yesterday. It was a counter trend move, obviously. Wanted to see a little bit more, but gave it 12 points or so, maybe 13 points. I think it was like two 12-point losers. So 25 points total, 500 bucks in account. Happy Friday. You win some, you lose some. I'm not seeing it clean right now, so I'm gonna go take a walk. Look, I might have just top ticked it. It's very possible I just top ticked it. Wow, 10K. Yeah, but I mean, you gotta think, I'm making 8K every day. So it really is just it's very big numbers. I understand that, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that much in the grand scheme of things, which is crazy to even say, but it's the truth. It looks like I just top ticked it though. I'm gonna go and get on out of here. Good luck. I'll be in Discord later and we get to hit it hard next week. Fantastic week though for me.